In the words of Andy Warhol, when people are ready to, they change. They never do it before then, and you can't make them change if they don't want to. So you want to know if your abuser can change. To answer this question, though, you need to take a step back and learn why abusers abuse in the first place. In short, it's learned attitudes. It's rooted in entitlement and privilege. Learned attitudes are incredibly difficult to change. If being abusive were to benefit me and serve me positively in my life, it brings me power and control over other people, which is what I A, want, and B, think I'm entitled to. Why would I change? People are constantly asking the question, can an abuser change? Wrong question. The right question is, do they change? And the truth is, it is an incredibly low percentage. It is so low that experts say abusers don't change. According to Lundy Bancroft, author of Why Does He Do That? Here's some changes in your partner that could indicate that they're making some progress. Admitting fully to what they've done. Stopping all excuses and all blaming. Making amends. Fully accepting responsibility and stating that abuse is a choice. Identifying patterns of controlling behavior that they use. Identifying the attitudes that drives their abuse. And this next one, this is it. Accepting that overcoming abusiveness is a decades-long process and not saying they're cured. They're no longer demanding credit for little improvements that they've made. Not treating their improvements as vouchers. And here's an example of a voucher. Okay, I know I just screamed at you, but I haven't done that in weeks, so it doesn't count. They would start carrying their weight, sharing power in the relationship. They will change how they respond to your anger, your grievances. They change how they act in heated conflict. And lastly, they accept the consequences of their actions. They don't feel sorry for themselves about the consequences, and they don't blame their partner for the consequences. I'm going to say it again. People change because they want to. Abusers don't change for their children or their spouse. You cannot make them change. So rather than focusing on them and what they can do to change, if they can change, how they can change, I want you to focus on how you can change. How can you show yourself more self-love, self-worth? How can you reduce your people-pleasing tendencies? How can you grow? How can you build a sense of self? How can you set and maintain healthy boundaries? What can you do to improve your own life? I'm a certified relationship coach, and I specialize in abuse education and trauma bond recovery. I help people leave traumatic partnerships. I help them focus on themselves and rebuild their life. So I'll ask you this. Where do you want to focus your attention?